an atmosphere like I've never been in before. When I say that this company cares about its employees, I generally, sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart. I've never worked for a company who invests as much as they do into their employees. But I knew as soon as I stepped into Radiant, their atmosphere, their culture was unlike anything else anywhere else I've ever been. And over the 15 years, I've worked for a lot of companies, but Radiant, I just knew when I came in there, like, these guys are operating on a different frequency than everybody else is. I was taken aback by how much I made here. I'm trying to be modest about it, but I've never made this kind of money. And actually, I never knew that I could make the kind of money that I'm making here, in excess of $80,000 to $100,000 a year without going to college. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would make that kind of money in my life. I was going to be just like my father, who hovered around $50,000 or $60,000 a year, and that was what I was going to make. That was life. I was expecting to get like a call towards the summer, but they actually called me like springtime, which I was amazed about because it's very seasonal, air conditioning work is, so I was like, they're not going to call me until the very end of spring or in the summertime when they get busy. But it was a big surprise to me that there was still a demand. Radiant was running demand calls for people in the winter, in the early spring, which is really kind of unheard of in our profession. We definitely slowed down in the spring, but it was business as normal with Radiant. So when they called me, I was like, yeah, of course I'll come back. I just came back to Radiant after working for a handful of other companies, and I'm very happy to be back here. It is sometimes important to go to another company and see that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And that was very much my story with that, as I thought that there was somewhere better out there, and after going to other companies trying to find something completely different from Radiant, I found myself towards the end looking for companies that were more like Radiant, and ultimately coming to the realization that there is no other place besides Radiant. It is one of a kind. Like, I'm trying to be like all-inclusive because this is the best company that I've ever worked for.
No doubt.
Before. But then again, it's not for everybody, because Radiant only hires the best people. It's not just how well you turn wrenches here. You have to be very well-rounded in customer service, and it's more than just that, though, man. It's very much a personal thing. You either have it or you don't. If you come to work and you hate your job every single day, and you cannot see the good in what this day is going to bring and be excited about the challenges, this place is not for you. It's not. But if you are wanting something different, if you want to come to work and be happy, and love who you work with, and know that my employer cares about me, this is the place you want to go to. There is no other place like this.